Stay tuned afterwards for our post-show coverage.
Zeker als je considert hoe lang ze...
Star Wars belongs to everyone who loves this amazing universe. We've all grown up with it.
Gevoeligers naar incoming.
And now, we at DICE have the opportunity of a lifetime to make the Star Wars game that, as fans, we've all dreamt of playing. To stay as true to the films as possible, we went back to where it all began. Visiting the Lucas archives to capture the actual models and props used in the movies was an incredibly emotional experience. There's so much love and detail in these pieces that we want to get into the game. But to immerse players in iconic Star Wars battles will take more than just authentic weapons and vehicles. We went to the original movie locations, not just to capture the environments, but the emotions they invoke as well. The early results are truly spectacular.
Welk spel is dit? Godverdamme. Toen.
We have an experienced team, an extraordinary collaboration with Lucasfilm, and some of the best technology in the industry. But above all, it is our passion for Star Wars that will bring this legacy to life like never before. And as someone once said, do or do not. There is no try.
Dat is direct een grote titel om mee te beginnen.
Welcome everyone to the Electronic Arts E3 preview show, coming to you from the Shrine Expo Hall in Los Angeles. We're live on Spike TV, we're streaming around the world, and we're ready to kick off E3. So thanks for joining us today, and thanks to the team at DICE for starting us off with a look at one of our most ambitious new games, Star Wars Battlefront. Over the next hour, we've got a dozen new experiences that are being built by creative teams with a love for games. For the people who
heel sympathiek ziet het er wel niet uit, valt me wel op mij. Je wordt niet, ook niet echt gezien als een sympathiek bedrijf, dus past een beetje.
Just a few months from being done, and with others, we'll go behind the scenes. We'll see early designs, concept visuals, and raw prototypes of just some of what's to come over the next few years. We'll explore interesting worlds, epic landscapes, and ridiculous action. We'll also hear thoughtful reflections on what's inspiring the future from some of our most passionate creative leaders. Everything we've got for you here today is tied together by a common thread. A commitment to put our players first. A commitment to create amazing games. Games that connect, inspire, challenge, and entertain us. A commitment to lead with creativity and innovation, imagining new ideas for a new generation. And a commitment to listen to you. It's about putting the games into your hands and inviting you to help us make them better. This is the foundation for Electronic Arts and the inspiration behind what we have for you here today. So, let's jump into the world of Dragon Age Inquisition, and then an early glimpse inside two more new projects from our very talented storytellers at BioWare.
The fuck? Interessant podium. Je komt daar zo uit de muur. Is dat nu live of wat is dat? Mooie muziek wel. Dat is al gegarandeerd. Je breekt het moment. Cultuurbarbaar. Damn. Ah. Daar hebben we het terug.
Ladies and gentlemen. Wow. All the feels. I gotta settle down. That was beautiful. Thank you for an amazing opening. Dragon Age Inquisition marks the beginning of the next generation of BioWare games, where we'll combine powerful narratives with expansive open-world gameplay, so you can explore and discover with more freedom than ever before. In Dragon Age Inquisition, you step into a world on the brink of chaos as the Inquisitor. Your past and motivations are shrouded in mystery. The choice in how to proceed is yours. You'll assemble a team of unique and powerful heroes and lead them against the forces of evil. Together, you'll become legends in the Dragon Age. You'll have a choice in how you lead your team into the heat of battle, and we're going to give you a taste of that today. One way to approach combat puts you right into the heat of the action. As you're about to see, playing this way gives you the ability to take control of different party members. You can use their skills to help you succeed in battle against the apex predator of our world, a high dragon.
Sorry, moest evens typen op een tweede scherm. De chat op Twitch werkt nog steeds niet. Ik heb wel op ons kanaal een hele hoop followers verkregen, zie ik.
Whether you choose an action or tactical approach, these heroes won't just fight beside you across our expansive, beautiful open world. They are true companions with their own stories to discover. I want to leave you with a first look at some of your team of heroes.
Ziet er wel een goed spel uit.
The threat has brought them from across the world. Blackwall, a Grey Warden, will be no stranger to giving his life in defense of others. And this war may ask it from all of us. Sarah, a wildcard who draws strength from the common, not halls of power. As passionate and reactionary as the groundswell she brings. The Iron Bull.
Nee.
A
dacht dat hij ging blijven hapen.
enough to overcome anything except the life he left behind. Vivienne, a mage with both ambition and incredible power. But what is her true agenda? The time has come for us to stand together. whatever we were before, we are now the Inquisition.
Mooi, mooi. Het is wel een mooi podium al sinds.
Great stories are timeless and they'll last forever. So at BioWare, we try to make that the heart of what we're doing.
You know, you really bond with these characters, you remember them, you remember the story long after you've played it.
This isn't just a story that I want to tell, it's a story that is to be discovered. It's interactive narrative.
As we start designing the next Mass Effect game, we start by asking fans what they want, you know, what Mass Effect means to them. One of the things that fans have told us most about what they want in the next Mass Effect game is to go somewhere new and to move forward.
New places, new characters, new people to fall in love with.
We're taking you to a whole new region of space.
This world is so vast that you can just kind of continue on to the horizon. There's more and more experience for the player to enjoy.
Pick a planet across the other side of the galaxy and fly there and see what you'll discover.
Imagine what we can do now with the power of new consoles and amazing software.
It all looks fantastic.
We've never seen these characters this real before. We think fans of the series are going to be surprised at just how far we're going.
Dat is zo donker.
While the Montreal studio is working on the next Mass Effect game, our team here in Edmonton is developing a completely new IP.
It's a chance to have clean sheet design, start from the most fundamental principles you can have.
We want to take on very contemporary stories, and yet we want to build a world that is as big and as imaginative as everything we've done before.
It starts off with baby steps. What are the environments? What are cities like? What are characters like?
So we're trying to build a fictional world that feels real and is alive and is constantly changing.
This is what the world is doing right now. Come and play.
At BioWare, we're building worlds and journeys for the next generation.
How far can we go with these new games? Wait and see.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Franklin and I'm excited
Oh
to
my
introduce you
God.
to the next generation of The Sims. Smarter Sims. Sims with
Oh
real
God.
personalities. And the stories you'll tell about these Sims will be entertaining, meaningful, and
Hopelijk met een
sometimes
betere
a little
lancering als
weird.
de vorige keer.
In previous games,
Dat
you
was
control
wel redelijk
the mind
rampzalig.
and body of your Sims. In The Sims 4, for the first time, you control their hearts. Here we are in our creative sim. where
Ik
you
heb echt
decide
het
what your
gevoel
Sims
dat ik nu
look
naar
like.
een of ander
And
Facebook-spel aan het
brand new
kijken
to
ben.
The Sims 4, who they are. You define your Sims' personality. The traits and aspirations that you choose influence their emotions, how they behave, and how they respond to other Sims. So you could make a hot-headed athlete who loves literature, or a romantic nature lover with a touch of insanity. You have so many possibilities at your fingertips, so many Sims to create. The Sims 4 features lively, vibrant neighborhoods, rich communities where anything can happen. This is a deep simulation where every Sim has their own story, and they're all connecting, colliding, and influencing each other's emotions. So the local gym is a great place for me to show you how personality and emotions influence your gameplay. You can tell how your Sims are feeling at a glance. Happy. Depressed. Energized. So let's meet Chuck. I've made him a hothead, so he's already prone to flying off the handle.
Als het niet stoort, ook even iets anders op een ander scherm.
So today he's really fired up and he's working out those abs. Well, how did I get him into this state? It all kicked off last night when I introduced Chuck to Gladys, his rather eccentric neighbor. I made Chuck
Het kan zijn dat ik nu de chat kan zien, dus als jullie kunnen typen, ja, typ is iets, dan weet ik of de chat werkt of niet. Ik ben nu ergens anders. Ik heb iets gedaan waardoor ik misschien de chat kan zien, dus.
And in this case, Gladys hates Chuck's poem so much, she decides to get physical. Oh, Gladys. Losing really ruined Chuck's night, and he's still mad
Ja,
about it the
typisch
next
iets.
day. Now, I feel
En
bad
nu
for Chuck. Let's
ergens
cheer him
anders.
up. And what better way to do that than by throwing a party? So it looks like it's working. The neighborhood's shown up, and Chuck is now feeling playful. He's cracking jokes. He's becoming the life of the party. Uh-oh, here's Gladys, and she's still looking for a fight. Her foul mood is affecting everyone else. I need to inject a dose of fun to this party, and I know just how to do it. I leap into the all-new gallery to look for something special. It's full of wonderful homes and sims created by other players. And for the first time, you can share their sims complete with their full personalities. I can bring another player's sim straight into my game. It's that simple. So, ladies and gentlemen, meet Princess.
Nu is het helemaal mijn genre.
Now the party's really booming. Ooh. And check out those dance moves, huh? Chuck's having so much fun he can't stop laughing. I'm pushing his emotions to the extreme. In fact, he is laughing so hard, he dies of laughter. So where else can you find moments
An
like
iPad.
this? The Sims 4 is unlike anything we've ever made. These new smarter Sims are full of personality and humor, and the possibilities when you play with life are simply endless. We invite you to create your own weird stories on September 2nd, when you'll get to play with the next generation of The Sims.
Welcome to a world
Is dat eindelijk voorbij?
where Sims with new emotions connect and collide for the first time. They're smarter, with big personality. You create them, you control them. Their stories are yours to tell. They are friends, they are family, they are neighbors.
Oké, ik weet niet of jullie comments getypt hebben, maar ik zie er al sinds geen, dus...
And play with their lives like never before.
Ik zie ze in ieder geval niet. Dus of je ze nu typt hebt of niet, het heeft dus... Voor mij het hals is geen zin, misschien wel voor jullie, maar...
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless.
Krijgen we nu.
Like water. Now you put water into a cup. It becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
What the fuck?
We're founding fathers of the actual UFC, but I think the sport of mixed martial arts was started by Bruce Lee.
I think he was one of them guys that made martial arts mainstream. Before the UFC, before any of this stuff was about, guys wanted to be Bruce Lee.
Ja, ik heb het gezegd, is een heel breed bedrijf, dus sommige dingen zijn helemaal mijn dingen, zoals de Sims en UFC. Andere dingen zullen het waarschijnlijk wel zijn, zoals je weet. Mocht je iets van Need for Speed of Battlefield tonen, is het alweer al meer naar mijn richting. Of iets wat PopCap kan wel. Het is altijd goed, vind ik.
Hold on. Ordinarily, I would agree with pretty much anything John Jones has to say about fighting.
Dacht even dat het bleef haperen, zoals Assassin's Creed gameplay vorig jaar op de Sony-conferentie.
He did get one thing wrong. This year, in EA Sports UFC, anyone can be like Bruce Lee. Virtually speaking, of course. And whether you're playing as Bruce Lee, or John Jones, or GSP, the team at EA Canada has been working hard for 2 years to make it the most awesome experience we possibly can. So let's jump into the 5th round of a battle between Bruce Lee and the prodigy BJ Penn and see what I'm talking about. You can see both fighters are rendered in tremendous detail, and the effects of the previous 4 rounds are evident on their legs, their midsections, and their faces. My strategy, if I was facing Bruce Lee, or anyone really, would be to run out of the octagon, but BJ Penn is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, so he's going to look to take the fight to the ground. Big takedown. I'm sure he's going to start trying to set up a submission here. First some big elbows. And here we go. He's going to start locking in what's called a mounted triangle submission, which I'm sure sounds like a lot of fun, but trust me, it's not.
What he wants to do is
But Bruce Lee is no slouch on the ground.
Er zitten wel leuke gameplay
He's
mechanics
going to manage
uit.
to escape and get the fight right back to the feet where he wants it. But BJ Penn is a two-division UFC champion. He's not afraid to go toe-to-toe with anybody. But here we have Bruce Lee's fists and feet of fury starting to take a toll. And exceptional athletes can do exceptional things. Like jump off the cage and get people in the head. BJ Penn's got the heart of the champion, but the brain of one of our producers right now. And that means good night. I don't think he's getting up from this one.
Let's take another look at the huge kick.
No. And that's just a quick look at EA Sports UFC. We can't wait for you guys to feel the fight for yourselves when the game drops next week. Thank you.
Great job, Brian. Man, that game looks amazing, and I love to play it. For this past year, everyone's been asking me the same question. What will change in the NHL franchise when it finally comes to the PS4 and Xbox One? My answer, almost everything. Starting with a new generation of hockey player. One that comes alive.
Die gasten zijn goed op zijn laptop bezig. Waarschijnlijk iets op live-blog aan het schrijven of zo.
NHL 15 will also give you more control than you've ever had to embarrass your friends. And truly create those amazing highlight reel goals. We've put physics on all 12 players and the puck, bringing a new level of toughness and unpredictability to every game you play. And beyond the ice, NHL 15 brings the energy of the sport to life in the most detailed arenas we have ever built. This is the beginning of a new generation of hockey. And on behalf of the team back at EA Canada, I'm extremely proud to give you your first look at actual gameplay in motion. This is NHL 15.
Het ziet er een mooi spel uit qua graphics. Maar opnieuw, dat soort sportspelletjes zijn meestal toch mijn stijl niet, dus. Maar het ziet er mooi uit voor de mensen die voor dit soort games zijn.
Thank you to the teams on UFC and NHL.
Lang.
Two new awesome games from EA Sports.
Dat is het eerste dat je mee opkomt als ik hem weer
if
zie.
you know me at all, you know I have a passion for fast things, especially cars. Inside EA Studios, we have a different way of thinking about speed today. For us, it's all about getting to the fun fast. We are changing the way we create. New tools and new ways of working allow us to explore more game ideas than ever. With this, we can bring a new feature, level, or environment to life in a matter of days or weeks, and actually feel how fun it is. Now, some of these ideas will work, and others won't, but the ones that make it into our games will be awesome. Who better to show you what I'm talking about than the guys at Criterion Games? They know a thing or two.
Hallo!
Now listen.
Als er iemand is die weet hoe ze racing games moeten maken, is Criterion onder alles is wel een van de beste.
And let's be honest, we all know that there's no way we could keep this a secret anyway.
Valve is wel op E3, maar ze doen geen persconferentie helaas.
We come from a world predominantly experienced through cars. It's time for us to explore new adventures. Imagine what that could be.
So with Criterion, it's all about the experience.
Our history is in cars, going really fast and taking big risks. High action, kind of physical, speed, danger.
Burnout Paradise. Dat was een zeer goede game alleszins.
This is a new era for Criterion.
We've reinvented our office. We've taken away any individual desks. The whole team now is really agile and able to work together in really flexible ways. Occasionally we work...
Nee, niet blijven haperen. Damn. Maar aangezien ze geen persconferentie doen, trailers op een livestream gaan we niet krijgen, maar achteraf op een YouTube kanaal kan het altijd natuurlijk wel zijn dat er trailers opduiken of op IGN en zo. Allee. Maar de pagina is er laat. Ook al kan dat misschien slechter zijn dan dat we nu al zijn, maar als het blijft haperen hebben we er toch niks aan. Oh, come on. Ik heb geen zin in reclame voor koelkasten. Ik ben niet 3 aan het kijken, pot voor de dekken.
Cars, going really fast and taking big risks. High action, kind of physical, speed, danger, huge crashes, crashing.
Oh, come on.
This is a new era for Criterion.
We've reinvented our office. We've taken away any individual desks. The whole team now is really agile and able to work together in really flexible ways. Occasionally we work...
Oh! Jesus. Ja, iedereen zegt voor like, dus het is niet alleen bij mij. Ja, nu gaan we het laten gaan, want het ligt dus niet alleen bij mij. Altijd een beetje het probleem met al dat E3 gedoe. Maar ik nu eindelijk weet wat er daarna volgt.
Cars, going really fast and taking big risks. High action, kind of physical, speed, danger, huge crashes. Crashing's cool. This is a new era for Criterion.
We've reinvented our office. We've taken away any individual desks. The whole team now is really agile and able to work together in really flexible ways.
Laat mij zien wat er gebeurt. Ah! Dat heeft dus niet geholpen. Come on. Moet ik nu echt nog een andere livestream gaan zoeken? Het heeft zo goed gedaan tot aan... Is zo goed gegaan tot aan hier. Oh.
So with Criterion, it's all about the experience.
Our history is in cars, going really fast and taking big risks. High action, kind of physical, speed, danger, huge crash.
So with Criterion, it's all about the experience.
Our history is in cars, going really fast and taking big risks. High action, kind of physical, speed, danger, huge crashes. Crashing's cool. This is a new era for Criterion.
We've reinvented our office.
Dus kijk, hier zit ze al een stuk verder weer.
The whole team now is really agile and able to work together in really
Als deze
flexible ways.
zichzelf niet fixt, dan gaan we van stream wissen. Dus dan... Ja, we gaan kijken of we op Twitch om naar de IGN stream kunnen kijken. Waarom specifiek IGN wel? Ik ben nu bezig met IGN te volgen voor de commentary daarachter en zo. Nope. Dat is spijtig. Laten we eens naar 480p gaan eens kijken of dat het zichzelf dan fixt. Please, please,
Going really fast and
please.
taking big risks. High action, kind of physical, speed, danger, huge crashes. Crashing's cool. This is a new era for Criterion.
Ligt dit nu bij IGN? Volgens mij wel. Want er staat live, dus het is niet alsof dat ik achter zit op IGN. Dus ik zit gelijk. Oh, come on. Dus kijk wat de mensen verder nog zeggen. Ja, inderdaad. Watch it also here. Eens kijken. Off air. Nee, ah. Oh nee, kom aan. Het is zo vloeiend gegaan tot aan hier. Zo'n goede stream al geweest en dan krijgen we dit. En hier toont gewoon niks. Allee, kom aan. Juist op het moment dat er iets ging gebeuren dat mij ging interesseren, krijgen we deze. Tjak, iedereen filmen. Come on. We gaan een keer een test doen. Lager dan dit kan niet. Dus als dit niet werkt, dan gaat de kwaliteit niet het probleem zijn.
High action, kind of physical, speed, danger, huge crashes. Crashing's cool. This is a new era for Criterion.
We've reinvented our office. We've
Come on, IGN, fix your fucking stream.
and able to work together in really flexible ways. Occasionally we
Nee, het gaat niet werken, heb ik zo het gevoel. Nee, we gaan hier moeten kijken, vrees ik. We laten dit wel op de achtergrond staan voor het geval dat het zichzelf ooit nog fixt, al lijkt het daar niet op. Het probleem is natuurlijk wel dat we dan wellicht hier veel verder zitten dan bij IGN, dus dan hebben we een heel stuk van de conferentie niet gezien. Nou, dit wil natuurlijk niet het volledige niet laden.
It allows them to basically play any of these characters that they really identify as in any position in the game.
When we set out to make Bedankt, really what we wanted was characters who were fighting for a purpose.
All of the characters that you play, the map that you're playing on has been conceived of in a massive epic story arc that's really just kicking off with the players.
Salus, he's a character who I love to play. He's sort of a lizard monk, very zen.
There is a little spirit wisp dude. I love the design of that guy. Big guys with axes and armor and skulls. I like that a lot.
So I like supports, 100% the best. I like making supports and playing supports the best.
I really like that we have a whole section of the world that's devoted to badass bookish nerds.
Dude, if you can't geek out about something, we're probably not gonna have a good time hanging out.
Ja, maar op IGN werkt die ook niet. Ah, come on.
We built this team specifically to make this game, to make Dawngate. We're a group of hardcore mobile players. It had to be awesome for us. The sky's really the limit. Dawngate has been designed.
Ik ga hem in mijn clipboard zetten. En dan ga ik dit sluiten, denk ik. Ze hebben het over Dawngate. Dat spel heb ik al staan, dus. Nee, het is hetzelfde. Het repeat zichzelf constant. We gaan hier verder. Ach ja, we zullen nooit weten wat IGN van plan was. IGN, wat voor Criterion Games. Dat is niet veel beter. GameSpot, kijk wat zij doen. Die moeten toch een stream hebben ook.
Most amazing experiences. We embrace, we're doing things differently, but not just for today. We want to what's inspiring the new games you'll see down the road. This is our commitment to put players first. Have a little faith.
Downgate is een mobile, dus dat is inderdaad League of Legends-achtig. Ik heb het nog niet gespeeld, ik heb het wel gedownload.
Research is about mastering the environment, and research is about faith.
Here is where I started. The simplest building blocks of faith. And that would be the white, the red, the blacks. And of course, we kept the glove. That in itself is iconic for her.
Nou, dat is gewoon volledig down zelfs
The game
ondertussen.
implies that everything we do needs to be elegant, minimalistic, and it has to have a certain attitude.
Where we use colors, the accents are very specific and controlled. That's where the attitude comes from. Her body needs to reflect her life. What she does.
Het is free, ja.
Faith's physicality and freedom of movement is interesting in contrast to a very conformist society. Faith and the runners, they've chosen to sort of step outside of this world voluntarily. I admire her independence, her integrity, her daredevil ways.
She's a runner. She's very strong. The overall look should give them a sense that, well, you shouldn't mess around with faith.
Mirror's Edge 2 was vorig jaar toch wel een heel
Mirror's Edge is a game that
hyperig spel.
We've had parkour artists come in,
Dus
talk
dat ik
to
wel
us.
dat
They can teach us a lot about
spellen
the
dat goed
moves
gaat
that we
verkopen als
have
het
in the
eenmaal
game
uitkomt.
and how we can also expand on it.
We're building on the first Mirror's Edge when it comes to the moveset that Faith has.
Everything is geared towards.
Waarom niet gewoon de trap? Er is daar een trap in de buurt.
We want the player to be able to experiment and find different paths in the environment.
You know that you can get there, but how? And that's when you explore, not just the environment, but also what is it that Faith can do.
So for the skilled player, they might find the quickest, the fastest, the most rewarding path for them. Somebody with less skill might find a safer, longer route.
It's important for us that everybody who wants to play the game can play the game. And not only are we building a broad moveset, we're also building combat with the moveset in mind.
You would analyze the geometry in a combat encounter to see how you can use that against the enemies. When we talk about combat, we are selecting very special sounds for that. We're having very tight, controlled hits. They kind of speak about Faith's power and efficiency because she is a projectile. Whenever she does hit, she hits quick, fast and hard and then moves on.
Ziet er heel fast-paced
We are redefining the role of the runners to allow for more varied gameplay, for more varied experience. We will expand on who she is in this world. Why is she doing what she's doing? What's her reason for being Faith?
This is a girl that actually tattooed her eye. You do it for a reason. Is to make a point.
We are creating Faith for a new generation.
Dat is op je oog. Over vreemde plaatsen gesproken.
So, football is the greatest drama on earth. It has the emotional pull that keeps the world coming back season after season.
Oh god, nu krijgen we FIFA. Tot nu toe is het niet meer van conferentie geweest als is. En dat deel dat mij interesseerde van Criterion is dan weggehaperd, zal ik maar zeggen. Maar dat interesseert mij ook wel. Twee.
Players now have memories. They will show their emotion based on the context of the match. From the ecstasy of triumph to the agony of defeat. It's a level of creative expression as a game developer we've only ever dreamed of, but now it's alive in FIFA 15. Our player control system brings an all-new level of player personality and responsiveness to the game. New stutters and strides let you cut, sprint and explode out of turns. And our new ball physics system...
Of je gaat naar buiten, naar een grasplein en je doet het zelf. Dat is ook een optie. En het kost geen €70 per spel.
You'll feel the physicality of the sport in man-to-man battles, full-body defending, shirt pulling, shoulder barges, and possession tackles fundamentally change the way you compete for the ball. And we have created the next generation football player, athletic, lean, and stunningly realistic. You'll not only feel their athleticism, you'll see it too. FIFA 15 will have atmosphere that you can feel. The Poznan at Etihad Stadium, the frenetic energy at La Bombonera, the Kop at Anfield. Feel immersed in these iconic theatres of sport. Witness the sights and sounds that make you feel just like you're there. On the pitch, boots will leave their mark. Hard slide tackles will tear the turf and kits will get dirty. Ad boards animate, corner flags will move and goal frames clatter on impact. The entire stadium is alive and packed with emotion. All of this adds up to a FIFA experience where you'll feel
Dus kijken naar Agent Stream ondertussen al werkt. Het gaat toch over een spel dat mij interesseert, dus. Geluid af. Anders krijg je 3 keer hetzelfde.
Football is the greatest drama on earth. This is our stage, our theater. I was born into it. Others
YouTube Voice IGN nog steeds hetzelfde. En op een website krijg ik grijs. En letterlijk alleen grijs.
Haven't felt what we felt. Agony, tension, heartbreak. But that moment, when it comes together just right, words cannot describe. But this isn't fiction. This is real life. Our life. The stages are real. We can feel them, experience them. They come to life.
IGN Stream op website werkt weer. Dan gaan we daarnaar switchen. Sorry voor het geswitcht, mensen.
Voilà. This is football. FIFA 15. Feel the game.
Krijgen we niet. Oh, come on. Eens kijken. Ja, dat staat al aan, dus daar ligt het niet aan. Och, kom op.
Today we're introducing Battlefield Hardline. It's a new game that puts you right.
Het lijkt me vrij vroeg, dus ik heb er weinig vertrouwen in, maar ach ja, wie weet.
When Carl Magnus and I first met several years ago, we talked about what would eventually become Hardline. He loved Dead Space and I was playing a ton of Battlefield 3. We started to think about ways we could work together. We talked about expanding Battlefield to new
Wat is
worlds,
natuurlijk al door een andere developer, dus
and new ways to play.
wie weet.
3 years later, and here we are today. Cops and criminals, good guys versus bad guys, This is the foundation of Hardline.
Now, we're always exploring new directions for the Battlefield franchise, but only if the ideas make for great games and only if we have really passionate teams that want to build them. And of course, whatever we build needs to stay true to Battlefield's core values. So Steve and his awesome team at Visual started out by building Endgame, which was actually one of the X-Packs for Battlefield 3. They learned what fans love about Battlefield multiplayer, which is team play, strategy, lots of vehicles, open battles, and of course, destruction. Visual is also well known for storytelling and are bringing a fresh approach to Hardline's campaign. It's much more like a great TV crime drama than something out of a traditional shooter. But of course, at the core of every Battlefield game...
Battlefield 3 had ik en vond ik nog een redelijk spel, hoewel maps een beetje te groot op het PS3. PS4, de Battlefield 4 had mij echt niet mee, daar heb ik niet mee gekocht. Ik vond het verschil te klein.
So let me paint a picture for you. It's a normal day in downtown LA. Then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose. Alarms are going off, an armored truck has been taken out, SWAT teams are swarming the scene. You'll see this battle from multiple perspectives. This is cops versus criminals. This is Hardline multiplayer. Let's take a look.
Biggest planning cracker in her class. Sure, why not? It's been a pretty quiet day so far.
Breaking news. A heist is underway in downtown Los Angeles. The target? Armored trucks. Sky 5 News is reporting live from the increasingly chaotic scene.
Gentlemen, let's get cracking. We got a heist to pull. Place the charge.
211 in progress. Suspects are armed and dangerous. Backup is needed. Code 3.
Cops spotted on the bridge.
Tot nu toe ziet het er heel Battlefield 3-achtig uit. Weinig verschil. Er zijn een paar leuke concepten tot nu toe wel, maar het is grotendeels nog hetzelfde spel, zoals ik het zie. Wat teleurstellend is, want dat kan goed betekenen dat het opnieuw geen koop is voor mij. Als ik een spel koop, wil ik niet dat het een spel is dat ik al heb.
Pistols up and good. Don't let him pin us.
That's what you get.
Ik vraag me nu wel of dat ze nu voor Battlefield echt ieder jaar weer gaan releasen. Want persoonlijk, tot nu toe, de laatste 2 met deze included vind ik een beetje... Ja, ik kan niet anders zeggen, gewoon oud, teleurstellend. Dus het gevoel van ik heb dit al gezien.
They've got us surrounded. Stop them. This is the police. Land your helicopter now. Take the pilot out. No! No! You have the right to remain silent. Hell yeah! Now listen to us. Spotted.
Thank you. The team's been working really hard. Now, if you're a gamer like me, you don't want to watch games. You want to play games. We're about to do something we've never done before. We're going to launch a beta of Battlefield Hardline today. Go to Battlefield.com to sign up for a chance to get into the closed beta on PC and PlayStation 4. It's first come, first served to get instant access. And here's Adam Boyes from Sony to give you more details on a cool new way you can get into the beta on PlayStation 4.
Ah, kan toch wel iets van Sony
It looks amazing.
Live.
I've been a huge Battlefield fan for a long time. My brother and I used to play a lot of Battlefield Vietnam back in the day. So it's a huge honor to be here. Our team at PlayStation could be more excited to bring you the Hardline beta to PS4 today. Battlefield owners can simply turn on their console, highlight your copy of Battlefield 4, and then click on the live
Battlefield 4 hebben, fuck
that.
that.
Beta and play it in its 1080p 60 FPS glory. It's really easy. But you have to get
Again,
quick,
dat is weer echt iets van
this,
deze
incredible
generatie.
console exclusive experience won't last long. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Adam. We've got a lot of work left to do over the next
Het is
few months, so your
zwart.
feedback
Ja.
in this early stage
Waarop kijkt je het, zou ik zeggen. En heb je het over mijn stream op de stream van IGN?
While you're waiting for the beta to download, check out Battlefield Hardline on Twitch right after the show. We have 32 Battlefield players live streaming the game on PlayStation 4 from a rooftop in downtown Los Angeles.
What the fuck? Dat is wel plezant gevonden.
And right here at the shrine, we have 64 PlayStation 4s for you to play after the show. All right.
Mooi.
So let's start E3 off right. For everyone at home, on the rooftop, and right here at the shrine, the Battlefield Hardline beta is live.
Het is echt iets wat anders van coming soon of coming this holiday season. Het is echt iets anders van coming now. Dus het is wel eens dat ze weer mogen doen. Zo, dat was al die EA-stream.
Welcome back. IGN's live coverage of E3 2014.
Ik heb maar één woord, sorry mensen, maar teleurstelling. Dat was echt zoiets van sport. Criterion game die ik niet kunnen zien heb door lijk. Daarna was het meer sport en dan teleurstellend Battlefield. Het was niet geen vette voor mij, voor EA.